What are your thoughts on VAT being proposed to go up to 15%? Basic items on zero VAT to be moved to 15% as well. The Fiscal Review Committee, they have made a recommendation. Of course, the government will have the final say. Fiscal Review Committee is saying that this is the pain we have to go through. What is your stand as the Minister for Finance?
Vijay, let me just make this very important point, because this is what is going around. I mean, there are some irresponsible, irrelevant, if I may say, politicians.
Who are these people?
Who have actually gone and said, there are people out there who are saying, oh, the VAT has been increased by, to 15%. They're creating unnecessary panic. Somebody told me that some supermarkets have increased prices. I mean, it may not be because of VAT, but for other reasons. So what has happened is, let me just give you one more example about this expenditure. When did you, in the last 16 years, have an information from a ministry to say, this is an event we are holding in this hotel, this is the budget, this is what we are spending? We have been very transparent and open. And for the budget process, that's what I wanted to do. That's why I appointed the Fiscal Review Committee. The World Bank came up with a report and said, this is what we think. It's their report. It's there for debate, discussion. Fiscal Review Committee members haven't finalized the report, but they have found out, they have done their calculation. They are saying that these are the options. You could have a flat rate of VAT of 9%, no zero rating. Some are saying,
that is their recommendation.
No, I mean,
that is their recommendation.
That's the option. They're looking at a number of options. The World Bank is giving a number of options. Scenario 1, Scenario 2, Scenario 3. And as the Prime Minister said, the government will decide at the end of the day, after looking at, so nothing has been decided. I mean, some people are still lying, as they lied before the election. They said, oh, the new government comes, your social welfare will be gone. New government comes, you'll lose your scholarship. New government comes, things will fall apart. They're still talking about that. Nobody has talked about the fact that as soon as we come into government, Vijay, we allocated $50 million, redeployed, looked at all the wastage, less priority areas, cut it down, and said $50 million should go to looking after our kids. Before they go to school, each one of them should get $200. We helped more than 214,000 students from preschool to high school. We extended the bus fare subsidy. So I managed the expenditure very well, got the funds redeployed, made sure where it was needed, made sure I allocated more funding for FRA. I know it's not enough to fix some of the immediate priorities. And here are people, detractors who are lying about what the government will do. Some of the things that we have announced, for example, writing off TEL's debt, that was a huge burden on our middle income, poor people. We are going to take that burden off. And we would still be able to, within the same amount of money, Vijay, that every year went to providing TELs, because they had opened up the floodgate. They didn't manage it properly. Within the same amount of money, and we will announce that in the budget, within the same amount of money, we'll make sure that everybody gets to a university or a college or on a scholarship, but the only requirement would be that you'll be bonded to save the country for a period of time.
That was a question